The first thing you'll want to do is draw an outline of your picture. I am going to draw a face. I'm going to have the nose light up. So after I draw my outline, I could later go back and edit this, but I want to put a hole in the nose. That way I know where my light will be. Now, after I have my outline, I made my hole, now I'm going to draw my circuit. You need to have a positive and a negative side of your circuit. So my light's going to go here, and it's going to have 2 wires. The shorter wire is going to be the negative wire. I'm going to make this side negative. I'm going to make this side positive. Then I'm going to just draw my circuit. I want a closed circuit. So I'm going to draw a rough outline of my circuit. You'll see that when I'm drawing this, it's all closed. I didn't cut it here. You are not going to be able to cut the tape. Your circuit needs to be closed with the wire. The open and the on and off switch is going to actually be the light. So this side's going to be negative. The negative and positive wires are not going to touch. The battery is going to touch. So the negative side of the wire will touch the negative side of the battery, and the positive side will touch the positive side of the battery. So now that I know I can add my light last. So the next thing I'm going to add is my wire. When you open the wire, it's really, really important that you don't take all of the tape off. You'll only want to take a little bit of the tape off to get started because it's very fragile. So I'm going to start here on the negative side. You'll see that I'm laying it down, and you can see here that the back of the tape is still there. And I'm going to slowly pull the back of the tape, and I'm going to lay the wire down as I pull it. I'm laying the wire down as I pull the tape. This is really important so that you don't mess the wire up and get it all tangled. It's okay when you pull the wire to go a little bit further than you had anticipated it going, and it might go a little crooked, and that's okay because you're going to add more wire to it, and the battery's large. Now you see I have extra tape, extra wire. I can just snip that off. This piece is done, and I'm going to start my new piece. This is the next part, is the fold. You'll want to take your, sometimes it's hard to get off. Here we are. You'll want to start. I took only a little piece off. I still have the backing on. I'm pulling and laying it down at the same time. The backing is still on. Now you'll see here, I can't just tear the tape off and start again. I need to keep the wire intact. I need to keep it together. So I'm going to actually fold this away from whichever direction. I want it to go this way, so I'm going to fold it the opposite direction. I'm going to fold it backwards. It's still intact. I just folded it. And then I'm going to fold it back forward. You can keep your finger there a little bit to help get the fold and push it down. Now I have a turn. Now you can see I'm actually going to leave this. If I put it down, where would the battery go? I'm going to leave the positive there. Now I'm going to add my battery. The battery has a plus, and so that will go on the positive side, and the bottom is negative. So I'm going to put that on top, and then I'm going to take the copper wire, the copper tape. I'm actually going to put it on top. And that's going to help close my circuit. So you can see the negative, positive, it's all together. There's the only thing holding it on there is the positive side. So now I'm going to take a small piece of tape, and now I can add my tape to keep this kind of secure onto the product that I'm making. It's important that you add the tape last, that the tape is not under the circuit because it will close it. Now that I've done that, now I can add my light. On your light, there's two sides. The short part of the wire of your light, do you see how it's short? The short part is the negative. So I want my negative to touch negative and my positive to touch positive. Now I'll bend the wires. As you can see, it's working. So I'm going to now plug those through the holes that I made. Make sure you keep it together to bend the wire back to get it through the hole. Now I'm going to bend the wires back. I'm only going to secure one side of the wire. The other side is going to be the switch, the on-off switch. And I'm going to secure it with just a piece of tape on top. You're only going to secure one side of the wire. The other side is going to now be your switch. On, off, on, off. On, off, on, off. So you could do like, if I drew his cheek, I would know to press his cheek. On, off, on, off.